Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash level request video. I have a sore throat, so I do not know how this is going to go. I'm still on the grind though. Thank you for 10,000 subscribers. There will be a Q&A on the way. I made a community post so you can ask questions down there. To get a level played on this series, all you gotta do is join the Discord server linked in the description down below. Agree to the rules, then you get access to the chat and the Google form, which is where I'm taking these levels from. The first level we're playing today is CARLIN Dream by HENRYDS using Ambient Trance Work in Progress by Gregarin89. Boom. 1.9. Ooh. It does look very 1.9-y. It's a classic looking color scheme. This is pretty cool. You got a very good range of structures going on. This has caught my interest. I like the look of this so far. Whoa. Ball section. Ooh, color switch up. Wait, what? You're telling me that's possible? Either this guy's nuts or I suck. Oh, apparently I suck. Okay. This is smooth so far. It is a very good looking 1.9 level. I am concerned about how it's dated a little bit though. When I look at 1.9 levels, I often like to try and find like modernisms in them, such as pulses and certain types of decoration. But this one's went for the full-blown 1.9 style, which I respect. Very cool. Nice use of the dots to create custom decoration. I like that with the arrows and the faces in the background. Now this ship section is kinda similar to the one in the beginning. I'm kinda looking for a switch up right now. The whole level's kinda been the same thus far. I think I'm feeling a rate send on this one because it does give me the good vibes. I do like it. I send what I like, so I just felt that the gameplay was a little bit unbalanced and there could have been a bit more variety in the decoration. But cool, you've earned yourself a 9-star rate send. What's next? Spontaneous by DASHIELL 10 using Yay by Affixer. A very commonly used song. Ooh. The colours give me good vibes straight away. I love how you've set them out. You've got a little gradient to separate the ground from the background. Ooh. This is cool. Oh yeah, the layering is sick in this. The designs are simple, but they look good. They don't distract from the background effects. Yo, this is awesome. This is so abstract. I like this. The designs in this part kinda hold it back, I think. And that's kinda been a problem so far with the level. But the vibes I'm getting with the background and some of the structure types and the variety of what's going on just really redeems it for me. This wave part is much more difficult than any other part in the level for me, just because you got to make impulse decisions based on the gravity portals, and some of the blocks are obscured until you get right next to them, which can be hard to sight read. Some of these movements follow that too, but I really like the variation in this level. There's not really a theme, but the color scheme has been consistent the whole time. It's always been quite funky, and I really like the distribution of the colors with the shading. Good vibes all round. I'm going to send that for a feature because it was very original. The designs weren't the best, but they were incorporated into the level's vibe very well. This one is getting another 9-star send, but this time it's got that little circle around the outside. Very cool. DASHIELL 10. That level is called Spontaneous. You've banged it. Alright, we've got CHILERO by OOKEY up next using Utopia by Namice. I love a bit of Namice. Quite a cute little intro right there. Ooh, design level. Again, I'm liking how the colors are distributed on this one. The outlines are very clear. They're not just solid, you've experimented with their outline type. Black screen transition isn't the best, but this design is pretty good for the most part. It's feeling very linear at the moment. There's not much really breaking up that design. This is a lot more glowy than the previous parts. I like this. It's a good switch up. Superior XX. I recognize that name. Very sleek glow design. Adds a lot to the level in my opinion. Very climactic. Hopefully this spider holds up. This will be getting a rate send from me. There wasn't much to it really, but the designs that were there were very clean. You know, I gotta send this. I do like it, so it's getting a 3-star rate. To improve, I would say this level could experiment with some kind of layering, whether it be some sort of effect or overlay above the player to make it a bit more vibey, because the first two parts in the level feel very samey, and the only thing connecting them is a very plain black screen, which just isn't the greatest. The color scheme used is exactly the same, and it's got the exact same kind of shading on the blocks. Another thing I'd like to say about this is that it gets very empty towards the end, as if it's a bit rushed, and some of these breakable objects kind of get in the way of the main gameplay. But it's cool, good enough to get a rate send from me. I like that. There's a little dedication on the right hand side of the screen right there. Next up, we've got Colourful Illusions by Frostbite using Skybound by Locken. Yo, we got a glow design level right here. The first thing that strikes me is the background colour. I feel like if that's a bit darker, then the glow can have some opacity differences and it can make certain areas of the glow stand out instead of all of it. Because at the moment the level's looking kind of pasty, but the designs could look pretty good with a little bit of tweaking with the colours. Oh my goodness. I like what you've done with the movements. Feels very alive at the moment with all the pulses and the screen flashes too. It's been a little bit repetitive so far as well, that's what I've noticed. The designs followed the exact same format all the way through. Hopefully there's a switch up right here. It's a lot of the same thing. Even the ending is using the same style. So I'm going to back out and just move on because I feel like I've seen everything there is to see. As I said, there's a lot of things you've done right, such as the structuring, the movements, and some of the glow format. But if you tweak the colours, the level could be a lot more climactic in my opinion, would allow for a greater range of pulses, and you could also just switch up the level a bit just to make it a bit more interesting. The next level is Ideas by Wrench using the Botanists Guild by Bullrog the Sorcerer. What a name. This has a very peculiar vibe to it, the way the structures are set out, how open the level feels at the moment. Whoa, I just took a key route by accident by jumping off that slope. I like this. You've experimented with different movement types, different outline types. This part isn't as impressive for me. It doesn't have the same vibes as the beginning. It's a bit less clear in its structure, but it's definitely very original so far. This is cool. Whoa. The color scheme caught me straight away. I like that. The glow around the objects maybe could have blending just to make the background fit in with it a bit more. And that was a nice transition too. Yeah, this level has some pretty likable elements to it, honestly. Ooh, sleek transition. I like that. And I love this grid morphing background too. That's sick. Oh, this level has some really nice parts. It's just a shame that it's not very consistent. Nice. Ideas. I like that a lot, actually. Let me replay this. I need to think about this because it has some feature-worthy sections, but it also has some sections that just aren't rate-worthy in my opinion. Like parts like this, I don't deem rate-worthy at all because there's lots of blank space, and transitions like that are kind of unfair in my opinion. The level name does not lie. It has a lot of ideas, but I think they could be a lot more developed and brought into a structured level that has a theme, because it kind of goes all over the place. And there's a mix of some really nice parts and some questionable parts, as I mentioned earlier. This wave part catches my eye, and the transition into this part's super nice too. It just needs a little bit of polishing, I think. Gameplay bugs like that, and just some inconsistencies overall that I mentioned. I've said this like a million times, but I'm going to pass on this level for now. I'm going to save it to the later folder. Very cool level. It just needs a little bit of work, honestly. Really nice idea, but maybe develop and blend them together a little bit. That is my comment on the level. One more. The by S-Game T using Alpha by Yagru. Yo, it's the Come Back to Earth song. Come Back to Earth by Wulzy. The. Interesting. Oh, multiple the's. Even more interesting. Simple and clean so far. Not much to it. Ooh, everything's kind of meshing together, and I like that. Very, very abstract transition. That's awesome. This level's been very unique so far, although there isn't much decoration. This is made up for by just the weirdness of it. What? I don't get the meme. What does it mean, though? This? The? Oh my goodness. What am I playing right now? You send this into the series and expect me to be able to critique this confidently. Like, yeah, hold on, let me just whip out my encyclopedia. This level is honestly really creative, but it's not something I really want to send, though. Because it's a lot of bland parts like this with just rotating default blocks in the background. Sure, there's some awesome transitions and stuff, and what you've got is really clean, like the ending and some of the pulses in the beginning. I like that, but there's just not enough detail in it to really keep me engaged. Like, in each part, as soon as the gimmick happens, I'm already, like, disinterested. I want to see what happens next, you know? Really interesting and kind of left me speechless. I can't cap, but I'm actually going to beat it as well. That's the funny part. Please don't die now. Oh my. There you go. You get the. but you don't get the. Thank you for watching this Geometry Dash level request video. Make sure you check the links in the description. You'll find my Discord server with the form inside to request a level. You'll find some playlists. You'll find my Instagram and my Twitter. Leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day. Oh my god, sore throat season. Oh, the game isn't feeling it either.